All right, we've all been under this kind of pressure before. We're left with a 5-footer above the hole. We're playing our local club championship. Maybe you're playing somebody that you have a tough time beating. Your friends are around, everybody's watching you, and the pressure is on. Well, I want to talk about how pressure is very important. We're all going to feel pressure on these short putts, but it depends on how we look at this to determine whether or not we're going to be successful. So the number one thing, the way that people see pressure is you're getting over top of a putt like this. This isn't an easy putt. You set up to the ball, and now you feel like everybody's eyes and all the pressure is on you. And a lot of people look at when you're under pressure, that's going to expose your weaknesses. This is something I hear people say, well, I have to eliminate my weaknesses so that when I'm under pressure, I won't crack, I won't fold. And to see pressure as kind of making you weaker, it's exposing your worst parts of your game. And when you do this, it's going to be very difficult to make these kind of putts because you're always doubting yourself. You're feeling like pressure is making you worse. Well, the other side, and the way that I believe is right, and the way that we all know is right, is that pressure actually makes you better. And it goes through thousands of years of evolution. Whenever the pressure's on, whenever the anxiety is high, everybody's looking at me, it's an intense situation. Well, now that's going to increase my focus, and it's going to increase my ability to do things that I wouldn't normally be able to do. So if we want to focus more to make this putt, pressure is actually going to help. So think of it this way. Let's imagine a couple thousand years ago, I'm sitting around, minding my own business, maybe I'm hunting or something like that, and all of a sudden I see a lion that's 30 or 40 feet away. Well, now the pressure is really high because this lion could eat me and I could die immediately. Well, it's going to give me the adrenaline and the boost of energy and the boost of focus to maybe run and get to my shelter that's 40 or 50 feet away. If I didn't have that boosted energy, that superpower strength, I'm not going to be able to make it there and I'm going to get eaten. Or you've probably heard, somebody that's trapped under a car that's burning and they lift the car up and throw it off of them. Well, your focus, your intensity, and your strength and power to boom those drives, to really focus in on the shot, is going to be increased as the pressure goes up. I think this is a better way to look at it. And just look at the big tournaments. How many players can you think of that drain a 20-footer, that hit the longest drive of the day when the pressure's on and when it really matters? It happens all the time in golf, and you can look at it as pressure unleashes something in you to make you even better than you are, and I think that's the big key. So as you're practicing, I'm gonna give you a great drill here in a minute, but we wanna feel the pressure. I've got a little pressure now, the camera's on me. If I miss this, I'm not gonna look too good, but I'm gonna feel confident. I know that now that I have pressure, it's actually gonna help me to focus a little bit better, to see the line better, and hopefully to make this putt. There we go. So if you can putt under pressure, it makes you better. So harness that. I got a great drill for you. Let's go ahead and get started so you'll be the best pressure player that you know in your group. All right, I've got a great drill for you guys to work on this, and it's called the Grand Slam putting drill. Now, the reason I call it the Grand Slam is everybody has their own individual Grand Slam. Maybe you're a beginning player and your Grand Slam, your major, your big tournament is just to go out and beat one of your friends that usually beats you. Or maybe you're a low handicap and you're playing for the club championship and there's a lot of pressure on you. Or you're playing in a professional golf tournament. Anytime I practice, I want to put a certain amount of pressure on myself to deliver. I don't want to just be mindlessly out there putting. That way, when I actually do get into a pressure situation, I'm feeling good. I've been through it 1,000 different times. So what you're going to do is you're going to putt between 6 and 12 feet. That's what really makes the difference. If you can make a lot of 6 to 12 footers, you're going to be a very good putter and you're going to gain a lot of strokes on your opponents. So I'm going to set up any random 6 to 12 footer and I'll mix this up all around the green. And I want to try to make 5 in a row with the pressure. I'm visualizing the situation I'm in. I'm putting this on the 18th hole. There's thousands of people watching me as I'm putting in. There we go, and I drained the putt, so I feel good. I've recreated the situation. That's one. I'm gonna see if I can get 5 in a row, and I'm gonna go to a different spot on the green and putt from there, and then mix it up all around. I can even spread this out over different holes. So for beginners out there, even though your 3 to 5 footers aren't gonna be as important, start out there. See if you can get 5 in a row. Then move to your 6 to 8 footers, then around to your 8 to 12 footers for you advanced players. Get 5 in a row, get the pressure on yourself, and you're gonna be that guy that is clutch under the gun. So go ahead and work on these drills. Good luck to you guys. I'll see y'all soon.